like the Hausas, they are not Islamic or not closer to Allah. And he decided to use those ones who were supposed to be the students of Islam, or his Islamic studies, to go after their supposed leaders. They slaughtered all of the Hausa rulers. And then they made him their Shehu, Sultan, which he actually rejected and made the son, his own first son, Bello, the Sultan of Sokoto, and make Sokoto the Caliphate, the headquarters of this region that they conquered. But he died when he tried to cross that yellow line to that blue line. The war is, the fight he had with the Jukums, the Beroms, the Bajis, and all these people in this blue side, saw to the death of that terrorist, Usman Dan Fodio. But he's a, he's a revered figure in Sharia North, a place where the place of the murderers who made Yakubu Golos the president or head of state of Nigeria, and they removed him when they discovered that they've had enough of him. Well. The place they were planning to actually, the entire place they intend to capture includes all this land: Kambari, Bayi, Nupe, Nibo, Yoruba, Igala, TV, Edo, Izon, Igbo. All this land until they will get to the Atlantic Ocean. See the Atlantic Ocean down bottom. That was where they said they were going to go and touch the Atlantic Ocean with their bloody sword. That means they must have killed as many as possible along the path. But they couldn't even pass this blue line before they were stopped. Then the British came, where they make them the rulers of the land politically. And Yakubu Golos, after he lost power, 40 years after, thereabout, 45 years after, the terrorists came back with that same entitlement. Nigeria was meant to be the estate of their forefathers. The land, every land in this place belongs to them. Bukwari became president of Nigeria. And guess what? Bukwari decided to, Bukwari actually asked us, our land or our lives. And because of this, he brought up different policies, right, that never saw the light of the day, including Ruga, for us to seize part of our land to appease this murderous Fulani terrorist. He didn't succeed. So when you talk about karma, sometimes I don't really think it exists, but sometimes I kind of feel like, well, maybe it does. It's just so unfortunate that Yakubu Golos had to live long to see the decimation, the destruction of this contraption, that he killed over 5 million people just to keep together. Because now, if you ask yourself, why did they actually stop the Igbos from living? For what? Just for all of us to be in this space? Anyway, they have been greeting him and all that. And yesterday, they had a dinner in his honor, and few people were there. I had to cut out some of this nonsense, but I have to show you this. Yakubu Golos, ladies and gentlemen.
And then you can get on, faster. And of course, but Hava, he said, no, he's going to remain as a supper at that time. That is engineering. So that is him, and that was how we became very close with one another right through until today. So let me say this, that I'm supposed to be making a response to this lecture. Response to what? Yeah, the response and also the tribute that we've received My goodness, it has covered everything that everyone wants to sort of say, giving us credit for, for what has happened in the past. So there is no need for me to say any response to this, other than to say the response is, may I say, and I'm sure all of you will agree, that it is a wonderful lecture that we've had. It contained everything, advice to government, which I will sort of say, all government today, tomorrow, and after, any Nigerian government should listen to that advice that is given. And honestly, with all the contribution also from all the contributors that made tribute today, I think that is my response. And I say just a very big thank you to all of you, everyone that is here, and all those who probably wanted to come but they could not make it. So that is my response for a wonderful lecture. And Grace, Madam, I gave her a new name, Christian her. This was in March this year at Award Foundation. Christian her, I gave her a new name. Well, I thought I was going to be given a ticket for doing that. And I gave her, what name did I give you? Was it Jennifer? I gave you Jennifer. And of course, so today, I sort of say, I know you've forgiven me. I ask you to forgive me for giving you that name. But today, of course, it is Grace. Congratulations and well done for all the support you've been giving him to be able to do what he's been able to do in the African Development Bank and putting it right up there with any international organization. And my goodness gracious me, the way he is defending the interests of Africa and doing all he could, for Africa, that is great. So I'm delighted that my wife, or the Field Marshal, shall I say, I'm glad that she insisted that the person to come to give the lecture today would be him. Would be Dr. Akiwume Adesina. And I'm very glad that he was able to do it so brilliantly. Now, do you agree or not? Do you agree that it is an excellent, and that should be my response? Yes. Good, so that we can live. God bless. So thank you very much indeed. And Grace, thank you for being such a good partner.
Yeah, there were many people there who were giving nonsense talks, including Akinwumi Adesina, the African Development Bank president, the former Minister of Agriculture in Nigeria, who used the occasion to advise Nigerians, young Nigerians that are jackpying from Nigeria. Oshiomole was there too. Obankparo was there. And then, he said a lot, but I don't think you really want to, because did you hear him? Thank you. And all of that stuff. He is a war criminal. Yakubu go lost, a genocidist, a murderer. But Nigeria is a place where criminals like him are celebrated. Unfortunately, Listen to what Akinwumi Adesina had to say, advising the people the young people they have destroyed their lives in that contraption. Yeah. Adesina did not stay in Nigeria. Adesina japa from Nigeria to achieve his own life goal. And guess what? He was rewarded. He was invited back by Obasanjo to come and be a minister. And today, like one of them, he has an advice for you. The young people facing the life of Kolu. Did I tell you that Kolu is back, by the way? Yeah, he's back. Let me show you. Kolu is back. Akinwumi Adesina, number one, did not stay back in Nigeria, even when Nigeria was still better than this. He jackpot. And now from that abroad, then go pluck him, give him political appointments. Immediately he finished that political appointment. What did he do? He jackpot again and left Nigeria. But he has an advice for you at Golo's 90th birthday. I want shiri rather. But I hope you. Where is it again? Where is that additional? Right, I found it here.
The entrepreneurial capacity of Nigerians to lead, to innovate, and to dominate the competitive industry of the fintech. That is why, Your Excellencies, the African Development Bank, along with partners, is investing $600 million in Nigeria in what is called an iDice program. This bold initiative is designed to develop digital and creative enterprises, which will add $6 billion to Nigeria's GDP and create 6.4 million jobs. The African Development Bank is also supporting a center of excellence in computer coding in Nigeria as part of our larger effort in Africa to develop 130 other centers that will develop the next generation of computer coders for artificial intelligence-driven economy that is already here. However, the jackpot syndrome risks unraveling Nigeria's capacities in these fields unless urgent actions are taken to stem the tide. In 2022, a survey by Tech Cabal says 47% of the tech professionals in Nigeria indicated a desire to leave the country by 2024. There is no doubt that this will seriously hamper Nigeria's technological capacity to innovate, its readiness index for the fourth industrial revolution, and its ability to move into higher-end industries, such as electronics, semiconductors, the development of appliances and machineries, and of course, space exploration. We must fix the reasons for the massive exodus of Nigeria's young and innovative talent. This requires a stable macroeconomic environment, strong infrastructure, more attractive salaries, state-of-the-art facilities, and technology hubs, support innovation and entrepreneurship, enhance talent absorptive capacities by industries, and fiscal incentives. We must do this with our eyes fixated on what we can potentially be, not just in West Africa, not just in Africa, but in the world. We must decisively harness and turn Nigeria's demographic asset into a talent dividend. We must become a global Nigeria, brimming with talent, skills, and entrepreneurship capacity that is powered by clear and strong and consistent and sustainable government policies to become globally competitive. To become globally competitive and to retain our young talents if we are to drive growth and competitiveness globally. I know many people may think that getting Nigerians out of here, I'm not against immigration. Don't get me wrong. But I don't believe that the future of Nigerians' youth or that of Africa's youth lies in Europe, America, China, or anywhere else. It lies in a Nigeria growing very well with equitable growth, and Africa doing the same, able to create quality jobs for its own young people. And there is no
nuisance, Lily.
That's how they lie to you, right? Somebody sent a message on one of my broadcasts, my video. And then he said, not all of us will run away from Nigeria. Nigeria will be great one day. And you see what they say to themselves. This is when you look at those who are stuck in Nigeria. That's what they tell themselves. You will make it, I mean, it will sound like, if they have the opportunity of leaving the hell hole, they won't. But they will gladly tell you and say, will not be all of us go abroad. All of us will be, some of us will stay here and we will make this country work. Ironic. Because you are all lying to yourselves. That is why you will remain in that shit hole forever. You cannot be competitive with any part of the world when a country that is as big as Nigeria in 2024 is being led by drug dealers, terrorist sponsor, that you can barely generate and distribute 24 hours electricity. But you can speak grammars, right? You can speak a lot of grammar. Enough that sometimes you just feel like, if grammar can fix things, Nigeria should probably be the best country in the world. Because you are lying to yourselves. You want to have artificial intelligence, but your criminal politicians are buying 2025 vehicles already, imported from God knows where, using your scarce resources to buy for themselves private jets, building for themselves billions of naira of mansions. Others looting as much as they can to go and buy for themselves private mansions abroad. But when it comes to telling you your potential, Nigeria is a potential this, Nigeria is tension. You weary that is yet to get the opportunity of leaving the hell hole. You too, you will join them. All of us cannot go abroad. So Nigeria will be great one day. How? There is a minister in Nigeria talking about artificial intelligence. Do you even understand what it means? AI. You need a country that has 24 hours electricity, 24 hours non-stop electricity, not the one that you have a dakudaji. And then you are telling yourself, we have so much potential in this country. We have so much potential. But those who are telling you of your potentials, they are all dual citizens. Yeah. They are looting you, or some of them, they actually have all their citizenship of elsewhere. America, Britain, Canada, Saudi Arabia, and all these places, far away from that contraption. But they can mount any podium and be telling you, your future is not in America. They don't get their own future for America. That Akinwumi Adesina was made in America. Yeah, he's made in America. He's an American asset. And there are many like him like that. Made in America, made in Britain, made here and there. And that is why when they have a chance of leading any form of a global institution and all that, they just have to be what you call the day, right? They just have to be these people who are like, black people attaining highest goal of so and so in the white people's institutions and then businesses, whose only main agenda is not to make Africa great or Africa better. It's just to make Africa the appendage of the West. But they are the ones that will mount your podium speaking grammar. Akinwumi Adesina, when he was a minister of agriculture, he did well because there wasn't this much of a Fulani terrorist invading farms. But you can stand there and be talking about the future of Nigeria in a Nigeria that has no security, no electricity, But yeah, they have to teach you coding. They have to teach you all that nonsense. And then you'll be like, all of us cannot japa. Of course, all of us cannot japa because not everybody will get the chance of japa. But let them bring maybe about 10 vessels, like, cargo, not cargo ship, passenger ship. Just bring about 10 that can take up to 10,000 passengers and tell them that, you see, these ships, so they are going to America. The first 100,000 of you that makes it to the ship, you get American citizenship. You even, I've said that before, you even see some of your supposed rich uncle who has been doing everything all this way to actually get gain American visa. I did this other visa that they've not been able to. They will be the first person to jump into the ship. Lying to yourselves. Because none of you really actually like that place. Every time you have the chance of making the place better, there's nobody who has the best. There is no group of people or no better group of people who have the best chance of making Nigeria better than your criminal politicians. They are given everything. They have everything. But only for them to what? To rob you. When they finish robbing you, they now take whatever is the proceed to the west. Oshiomole Adamu was also there. Yeah, at that Yakubu Golo's birthday speech. Listen to him.
The father of United Nigeria, General Yakubu Gowon. And of course, our mother who has nursed you up to 90, and she will continue to nurse you, Field Marshal Victoria Gowon. We've been advised not to repeat protocols, but you will understand why I cannot but mention a former President Olusegun Kikeola Aremu Obasanjo. Because if I don't do that, the former president will think that Oshobole is planning to go on strike. But sir, for me, it's a mixed feeling. I told the guy when he told me about going to say something, I said, first, this podium is not designed for people like me. Because those who are there can't even see me. And I said, what will I say on the occasion of our father's birthday, looking at the people around? I was in a small village that is not on Nigeria map. And I listened, not to radio, but those who listen tell us under the tree that the head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, is going to make a speech, usually on first day of January. There will be budget, which are also effectively decreed into law. I will ask, is there any provision for salary increase and stuff like that? And the voice that I recollect is still the same voice of our father at night. Like the bishop said, or Cardinal said, only very few people, exceptionally blessed by God, will attain 90 feet without walking stick and even sitting with their wife. So your reward is not just in heaven for what you have done for our great country. God has already blessed you with longevity, good health, and peace of mind with your family. When I was a worker, and I think on this occasion, I must thank you on behalf of those who were workers then. We were beneficiaries of Udoji Award, where you said, you cannot accept that public sector worker will be so underpaid that the only way they can ride the car is to steal. So you not only adjusted wages, you paid 1 year arrears. And I remember even Fela the musician said, Motigba Udoji, Mo Ge Pomo Mo Ode. He had received Udoji Award, he no longer eat Pomo, although the big men are taking Pomo now from the table of the poor. So sir, you touch many lives that you will never be able to recollect, but those who benefited, I'm sure they will never forget you in a hurry. When I was privileged to govern in this state, I had the honor of inviting Your Excellency Cook to commissions of projects. My wife and I were not sure when I told her who you were. But when you arrived